Hey, it's Andrew Shackleton, Royal LePage Wolle Realty, Kitchener-Waterloo's best realtor. Today I want to talk to you about foundations. Of course, for anybody buying a property, having a leaking foundation is a nightmare. Problem is, though, for people looking to buy property who don't know what they're looking for, a lot of times you might have things that look bad that aren't actually an issue, and other times there are things that can be terrible and you should run away from the property as fast as you can. So today I'm going to take you through some of the kind of things I see in my job every day. This is a 1950s property. It's got a crack from the foundation running up to the windowsill. It looks bad, it's ugly, but it's actually not that big a deal. We ended up putting an offer in on this property. We got an inspection. I've got a guy who's an engineer. He looked at it. He actually said this is really nothing to worry about. Nothing in the foundation had shifted. He's looking at the brickwork and the parging here, and everything's still lined up. It just had a crack in it. That's not untypical. In my case, I told my clients, let's not bid on this, and they were interested enough, they still put an offer in. So the engineer got the final say. But I'm kind of cautious with stuff. I see stuff like this, I generally want to walk away from it. But long short, it's not that big a deal. To repair this property, you're looking at maybe $1,000. A good mason could touch that up and make it look a heck of a lot better than this, done by the homeowner kind of a job. So that's not any big deal. Now I'm going to show you, though, some stuff that's really, really bad by comparison. What we have here, we've got a 1920s property. In this case, the foundation's actually failed. This is cinder block, and the mortar joints between the blocks have all cracked, and the cinder blocks have actually started shifting, like due to water, soil settling, all that kind of stuff. And the cracks are running all the way up into the brickwork. And again here, different place. They've tried to caulk it up. I imagine water's just pouring in here like a sieve. And then your cracks run up there again. And lastly, it's actually cracked in the windowsill and in the lintel, probably 10 feet above the property. I got out of my car, walked around, saw this stuff. My client showed up. I said, let's get in the car and leave. There's just absolutely no point even considering looking at this. This is probably 30 grand to repair. The house was rough. You just walk away from that kind of stuff. I'll show you some more modern stuff though too, because one thing about concrete I got to tell you, all foundations crack, even new ones. And one reason I think this is going on is because of chemistry. Foundation people are pouring almost all year now. This is downtown Kitchener. This is November 30th. You can see they're pouring a footing here. Back 20, 30, 40 years ago, the chemistry was different. They didn't pour all year, and I think the concrete took longer to set up so it didn't crack the way stuff does now. This is a home about 10 years old. This is the concrete pad in your basement, probably 2 inches thick, and these spider cracks are running all through it. Believe it or not, that's even typical in a home that's a year old. Nothing to worry about. Terry, in fact, doesn't even warranty this unless it's big enough to put a pencil through. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff you see. When you do get water coming into your basement, though, it has, signs if you get an inspection. This is a thermal imaging camera. Right along here is the baseboards, and there's water coming in on the laminate floor. You can see plain as day. A visual inspection will show the laminate, they're all swollen. If you actually look, you can see where water's come in. But even in this case, you're looking at maybe $600 to $1,000 to repair the foundation. You'd spend some money repairing the drywall because you'd have to open up the wall, but it's really not that big a deal. Anyways, long story short, if you're going to purchase a property, go with a realtor who knows what to look for, who sees this stuff every day, and who recommends a home inspector who knows what they're doing. Believe me, I see this stuff all the time. Let me help you find a property. I'll save you a ton of grief. Andrew Shackleton, 226-600-1548. Thanks for watching.